Yeah, I think you have received one question from Saurav.
I saw that one. I could take that. So, what sort of solutions can people build on Metal? Everything you could build on the superchain today is possible, right? So anything that could deploy on Ethereum, could deploy on Optimism or Base, can be built on Metal L2. What's special about Metal L2 is that when you start to build on this network, you're going to be connected to what we call the digital banking network. And so the first layer to that are several products. One is Metal Pay Connect, as I mentioned, and it's a fiat ramp that soon is expanding globally. But this is going to, over the next, hopefully a couple months and into early next year, start to support federal payment systems, real-time payment systems, and direct connections to credit unions. So if fiat ramping is important to you, if you're building any financial service type products, this is really great. Also, if you are concerned about having that connection, you've got Coinbase Base and Metal L2 are two great L2 networks in the super chain for fiat ramping. What differentiates us, I guess I would say, from Base is that MPC, Metal Pay Connect, will be fully white label. You'll be able to fully white label that. So unlike MoonPay or some other providers where you'll see, a pop out and it goes to MoonPay's website, very soon you'll be able to completely white label that product. And instead of saying you have to come through one central provider like Coinbase, you're going to have a network of thousands of banks. Right now you have 12 and they have not gone live yet, but that will happen soon. And yeah, you have a full, what I call kind of like Apple style ecosystem. And a lot of these apps that we built, we're going to allow you to white label as well. So that's really kind of what gives you that edge when you build on Metal L2, that connection to credit unions, banks, and fiat ramps. Metal builds all of the products around that regulated side. So when it comes to digital identity and it comes to making sure that you're compliant, and we think that's going to be really important to the future, we've got you covered. So especially if you're building a financial services product, this is where you want to be.
Thanks, Marshall.
So mainnet deployment does not currently require you to buy Metal tokens. It's using ETH as the gas, so you can just bridge ETH over. Right now, Metal DAO MTL token is available on all the largest exchanges, Binance, Upbits, KuCoin, Gate, etc. And you can use Metal to make governance proposals. So similar to Optimism, you can apply for grants, you can make proposals to the network, and very soon we're going to upgrade the network to allow you to pay for gas with Metal DAO token, but you don't actually need it to start building or deploy anything.
I see another question in there from Blockcraft. So for future development, are there any grants available? Yes, there are. We have so far had 3 successful proposals. The first was Velodrome, who I'm sure you know, they're set to be deploying on Metal L2 very soon. Ionic is another. The lending protocol, and then Biconomy also have brought some tooling. And there's a set of additional grants going to come in very soon to give you all of those tools that you're used to. And then I guess one last thing that we'd also say is we are opening up preferential partnership for Metal Pay Connect, as Marshall mentioned. This is a white labeled fiat on-ramp, which will allow you to bring fiat directly on-chain into your protocol through Metal Pay Connect. And there's no logos, anything. It's fully white labeled. It can fit within your UI, UX. So if you are interested in that for sure and you want support from that front, we can help you out. But as mentioned, always available. And yeah, you can submit grants and put it to the DAO. All right, I guess that kind of brings us towards the end, Calvin. Should we wrap it up? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. And if there are not any questions, I think we are good to wrap up. We have 3 more minutes to close the session.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like we say, thank you so much. We're humbled that so many people have joined. For those of you that aren't watching live and are watching this at a later time, yeah, thank you for watching. Please reach out if you have any questions. And yeah, we'll be around. I see there's some interest in the white label for Metal Pay Connect. So we'd be very keen to speak to you.
Sweet. On that note, thank you, Will, Murphy, Paul, and Marshall for joining us today and for the great presentation. If there are any questions, feel free to drop it on the Discord or on the partner Discord channel if you have any questions with them, and they shall get back to you whenever they get the time. Cheers, everyone, and have a great rest of the week.